Good day, everyone. Welcome to another episode of
Mom and Son Podcast. This is Rose Fresco, the mom, also known as FQ Mom.
And Anton Falso, the son. So today is another Tuesday, and we'd like to, first of all, wish everybody that we hope you guys are safe right now.
Yes.
We hope that for those, especially those who are really affected by the ASHFALL, by the recent eruption of Taal Volcano, we hope you guys are safe. And that's why today we're gonna have a little hashtag throwback and look back at what happened. How many years ago was that?
Tagal na yan. That was, which one? The one in
The
Taal?
last eruption.
Of Taal? 43?
No. I meant the one you were alive.
Kaya, but if you're talking about Taal, that's 43 years.
Okay.
So maybe, let's have a background.
Okay,
muna,
sige.
no? So in the Philippines, Anton, siguro if you recall yung mga araling panlipunan, kami na social studies pang tawag doon We have active volcanoes in the Philippines, and that's also one of the reasons why we're very rich in natural resources.
Oh.
Okay, so nung nag-research ulit ako, nakita ko yung Taal pala is the second most active volcano.
Okay.
So let's go through the list and share it with our listeners. The active volcanoes in the Philippines. Siguro the top 8, they are number 1, Mayon in Albay.
And the second, of course, is Taal in Batangas.
Tapos there's Canlaon in Negros Island on number 3.
And then number 4, this is one of the sections actually in Ateneo before when I was grade school. Bugusan in Sorsogon.
And then there's Smith in Calayan. I wonder nga bakit parang Americanized. Smith in Calayan.
And then there's Hibok-Hibok in Camiguin.
That's number 6. And number 7 is, alam mo tawag dati dito, Mount Pinatubo in Zambales.
Can a mountain be a volcano? Di ba it can?
So mamaya we can talk about that,
And number 8 is Musuan in Bukidnon.
So when it comes to itong mga ashfall experience, the one that I really remember, maybe the one that I only experienced aside from now, is the one that happened in 1991. Mount Pinatubo erupted. And the thing is, para bang all along, we thought it was a mountain. Yung pala, volcano si Pinatubo. Because the last recorded eruption was way back 600 years
ago. Of Pinatubo or of any?
Pinatubo.
Okay.
Of Pinatubo. So, the reason why it's vivid to me is that at that time, we only had Martin pa lang. He was 1 year old. He got sick because of the ashfall.
Oh, na-inhale niya.
Oo, hindi pa kasi kami ganito ka-aware.
Okay.
Hindi pa kami ganito ka-aware.
That's scary.
So parang ba, oy, what's that? Ay, ash, parang snow.
My God. But it's the opposite.
It was, wala talaga masyadong awareness. Uy, wag. Parang bang may konti, but there was not this much warning.
Yeah. How sick was he?
Well, inubo-ubo lang naman.
Okay. So, he didn't have to be rushed to the hospital.
Hindi naman. And of course, ako din, I also had to really take care of myself because I have asthma nga, no? And then another thing that I remember, because nga of the lack of knowledge, no? So, syempre pupunta sa car mo yan. Yung ating isang helper nun, the yaya of Martin. Alam mo yung style, pag may dust, susulatan mo.
You name more
So,
or something.
she wrote her name and some other mga icons doon. E di syempre, very sharp yung...
The ash is just tiny rocks.
Yes. So, ang nangyari, kahit na nilinis na yung kotse, nandun na yung pangalan niya.
Oh my gosh. Naging tattoo sa car.
So, that is an unforgettable experience from us. Our
and
car then
a reminder to everyone not to write on the cars
please lang,
with
yung
the
mga
ash.
bata, pagsabihan nyo. Otherwise, permanent na yan.
Yeah.
Our car then was the green, Corolla lift
I don't know if I reached that.
I don't know
Parang
if we
hindi.
sold na. Basta that one was maganda yan. Maganda yung car na yon. So yan, that is what I remember. And there's one more.
And that was such a big deal, no? The whole Mount Pinatubo thing.
Yeah. Alam mo, it was...
Do you think that this one now is gonna be as big or even bigger?
Alam mo, I don't know. But of course, it's gonna be definitely noisier. The one in Pinatubo kasi was followed by a typhoon pa.
Oh, wow.
So yung lahar talagang nag-move pa to other places. And ang dami-dami niya. Malaki kasi rin yung Pinatubo eh. And you know what happened? Do you know that our house was built on Mount Pinatubo Sanak?
Oh,
Kasi
really?
at that time, So when we were building, and then this was like a few years after na, no? We were building in 1993, 94? 94 ba yun?
Uh-huh.
So, sabi ni Tito Dan, pwede kang kumuha lang ng ng sand doon. Maganda pa yung material doon. The
Okay.
Pinatubo sand.
There's someone who collected them?
Well, you have to send your people and your truck.
Yeah. Oh, no, but then where? At Pinatubo mismo?
Oo, hindi naman mismo
To
doon. Kasi doon sa
Zambales
mga
area.
doon sa area na yan. Basta mag-shovel ka.
Okay, so it's free.
It's free.
Oh,
It's free. Tapos
okay.
walang so
When you construct a
our
house, you
is
need
part-
sand kasi.
Yes, diba? There's
Okay.
sand, gravel, cement. So our house has Pinatubo sand.
Do you know which part here or basta in general?
In general, kasi you use naman sand.
Oh, that's cool.
That's a new
That's
trivia
interesting to
for
know.
you.
Okay.
Okay.
Sana there are future houses that's gonna be made baka of Taal Ash
Ay,
naman.
hindi ko alam. Ganun ba kadami? I don't know kung ganun kadami yun.
Sana hindi.
Sana wag na. We can just get it somewhere else.
Yeah.
Anyway, so now let's go to the Taal. The Taal naman has 33 recorded eruptions since
Okay.
1572.
That's a long time ago.
Yeah. Recorded yan kasi syempre yung mga ninuno natin noon, they were not really recording these things.
Yeah.
Ito yung mga Franciscan mga priests, ganyan. Sila na yung
Okay,
nag-record.
okay.
And then, the 1977 was the last probably major one. So, that's mga 43 years ago na rin when it comes to Taal eruption
Yeah.
history. So, medyo nagkagulatan. Di ba, in fact, may mga weddings.
What do you mean na? Oh, yeah.
Oo, so there are some weddings daw na nag-cancel na ng reception.
Oh, really?
Kasi syempre nakakatakot na rin yun.
Yeah.
Yun.
Because it's scary even just to drive, no?
Oh,
Is
yeah.
it? In Taal,
It is,
that area?
It is. Kasi pag pumunta sa windshield mo yun, paano yun? Gaganunin mo nung wipers mo. Masisira rin. Gasgas ang aabutin mo doon,
Yes.
diba? It's not like the dust.
So how do you take it out? Water?
Siguro you use feather duster muna.
Okay.
Oh, basta just make sure na you're not scratching it because that's going to be permanent.
Yeah. Okay.
Okay. Sige. So, what do you want to talk about when it comes to this ashfall thingy or volcanic eruptions in general?
I think the whole idea of it and how the general public reacts to it. I think there are lessons that can be learned
yes.
from that.
And the lessons can actually be applied on all aspects of life. Ano?
Mm-hmm.
So, ako ang naisip ko, it's very important really to look back at history.
Okay.
Ano nang nangyari, 'di ba? Para meron tayong idea what to expect. The knowledge kasi is important para hindi nagkakagulo na ganyan, nagkakapanik-panik. So, sometimes we are so unprepared just because we did not look back and learn from the lessons of the past.
Okay.
And then there are other times naman na para bang sumusobra naman tayo sa pagre-react. Dahil as if ito na yung magiging permanent situation sa Taal, di ba?
Na every time it's gonna be like this.
Oo. So, yun. So, it's really very important to look back at history. And when it comes to applying it to other aspects of
Okay.
life, it could be the way we've been running our country.
There's a lot of criticisms nga right now about the government. Of course, like always, with how they're reacting to this calamity and everything that's
ano yung
happening
mga
around, that they're not really doing anything. But then I think
hindi
the
naman
positive
sila.
thing about it is that it's a call to action that we shouldn't rely on them.
Entirely on the government.
It should be us helping each other out, helping ourselves out. That don't wait for someone else to save you.
Oo.
And also na kayo na mismo, each family should take their own precautionary measures and prepare for the possible hazard that this creates.
Oh, tapos ito rin if you live in the vicinity of itong mga kesyo it's a volcano or a typhoon masyadong anong tawag mo doon, typhoon prone area. You have to cooperate. Parang ang hirap din kasi, yung you are already asked to evacuate. Tapos patigasan ng ulo
Yeah.
And then, ito rin yung tulong sa gobyerno. The government cannot just leave you alone there. Dahil syempre, kung hindi ka sumama ngayon, hindi lang niya pwedeng sabihin, ayaw mo sumama, di wag. Babalik ka ulit nun, di ba? And then resources are being used. Nawawalan din ng chance yung ibang areas to be rescued. So, yung mga ganyan na cooperation and yung preparedness kasi, you have to really practice that eh. You practice actual, tas mental, tas yung talagang alam na.
Yeah,
So that it's top of the mind already when it happens.
There's this saying that says, failing to prepare is preparing to fail.
Yeah.
And they used to just apply for me with studies and tests. That if you don't study, parang you're already, you're setting yourself up for failure. So it's the same thing then with these calamities, that you always have to prepare in advance if you don't want to go through more trouble and danger in the future. When that possible risk actually happens na.
Yep. So if I also go back yung dun sa sometimes naman we overreact and act as if this is going to be forever na.
Yeah.
Meron din yung mga nangyayari na parang stock market reaction din yan eh. Pwedeng bumagsak naman lahat ngayon ng mga property values in Taal, which is a very premier when it comes to real estate price. Mataas ang value sa Batangas eh.
Yeah.
Oo. So, syempre, ngayon, that's ano na naman, that may happen again. Magbabagsakan naman presyo, magpapanic sell, lahat-lahat.
Yeah. It's you react but you don't overreact dapat.
You react but don't overreact na nagpapanik ka na. I remember tuloy, a friend of mine who's into real estate investing, her father said daw that your real estate investment mistakes are remedied or are corrected in time.
So again, say it one more time.
So your real estate investment mistakes are corrected in time. Kunyari, bumili ka ng piece of property dito sa lugar na to, no? Ay, masyado palang mahal yung pagkakabili mo. Tapos pwedeng bumagsak for whatever reason. But in time daw, tumataas.
Okay. So parang time heals.
Ito nga maganda eh.
Okay.
We were just talking about this last week. Tapos sabi ko, except if probably it's an NPA-infested property or na lahar. Lahar is yan yung sa Pinatubo noon eh. Tapos sabi niya, but come to think of it, even the lahar ones, nag-improve na ulit yung property values.
Okay.
And then this happens.
So but parang it's also good to be patient.
It's also good to be patient then when it comes to that kind of investing. And any kind of investing pala, for that matter.
With this, we'd also want to do our part, syempre. And we know that I see it in everywhere on social media, people are posting their tips and guidelines.
Sige. Let's go through that.
So I researched some and on how to be prepared during the volcanic ashfall, especially if you're near the area.
You have friends, ano?
Yeah, I have friends from Laguna or it's even reaching Batangas. And of course, the whole Taal area.
Yeah, in fact,
pretty scary there.
In Metro Manila, yung mga southern part of Metro Manila, they're more affected than we are. The north, kasi tayo with the north. Diba?
And the wind is blowing towards this direction. That's why. So they advise, of course, especially if there's ashfall occurring, stay indoors, to close windows and doors to stop ash entering the building. I'm not actually sure how you can quote unquote filter the air that's going inside if you have everything closed.
Well, how you can filter? Wala. Maybe if your windows, the sun that comes in through your window glass, baka may filtering effect yun.
Yeah, okay. So close everything. If you're outside, seek shelter or to use a mask or handkerchief for breathing.
Nagkaubusan na ng masks.
Yeah, that's nagkaubusan. And there's a lot of right now. There's a lot of talks and anger happening around social media because of the people. Example, those in Ateneo Trade who are selling masks
at a higher price.
I honestly don't know it. There's one recently, he just popped up and people are getting mad at him because he's selling this mask at 800 pesos for a box of 30. But then if you do the math now, if you start to look online, that's actually pretty cheap or cheaper than most. Yes. So I don't know. We don't know what the intentions are. We don't know if someone hoarded the masks to sell them. But then just get a mask and
let me just naalala ko lang to, behavioral economics principle kasi yan eh. Why are people daw angry pagka ganyan na, di ba kasi in economics, traditional economics, di ba, supply and demand.
Supply and demand, yeah.
So the price really goes up when the demand goes higher.
Yeah.
Pero napipikon ang tao. So, sana daw, had we been rational, and this is a reality so that we know how to price ourselves, had we been rational, we wouldn't mind. We would just say, okay, it's really expensive now because everybody wants it. Okay. But that's not the case. Pati yun, it's likened to yung mga, nung araw, yung mga Uber or Grab, pag nagtataas sila, nagsusurge ng price. So you have to be sensitive also because nga hindi rational yung binibentahan mo eh. Huwag ka naman masyadong magmukhang pera sa paningin nila. Medyo increase mo siguro ng konti and soften the blow because even if you say na you want it do you get it at the price I'm willing to sell it for? It's not like that because we are humans.
So you always have to be sensitive to the human emotion.
Yeah, human emotion.
Yeah, okay. So for those who are driving, make sure you drive slowly.
Oh yeah, no.
Because the visibility will be reduced and you may need to use the headlights. And your tip was to use a feather duster. If ever.
Oo, para hindi ma-scratch. That's for safety lang.
Yeah, for safety. And for...
I mean, when I say safety not to scratch your windshield.
Yeah. And for those who have children in school, there's no need to rush to your child's school because, of course, the schools are responsible for the safety of the children.
Oh, on January 13, Monday, classes on all levels were suspended and also even work.
Yeah, dami mga work for home.
Walang trading eh.
Yeah.
So we don't know until when kaya
so,
ito.
Yeah, the schools will notify you of any emergency procedures. Keep the faith. Make sure there's no need to panic. And of course, especially those with pets who you keep them outdoors.
Oo nga, no?
Let's care for them naman. Keep them indoors or make sure that they're not too exposed. They're not exposed to the ash.
Oh, there's this confusion about air conditioner. No?
Yeah.
Did you see that on social media?
Yeah. They're not supposed to turn them on. What is your take?
Ako kasi, meron na nag-share that Joey Concepcion, the aircon maker.
Okay.
Joey Concepcion of the Concepcion industry.
Okay.
Pwede naman daw. Basta naman, hindi masyadong, mahina lang dito sa atin no?
Yeah,
the problem
ours is
kasi
pretty
is
chill.
clogging And then, there's also a very interesting discussion about that. Sinasabi na iba, bakit ba yung aircon nyo ang iniintindi nyo? I'd rather, keep my lungs
safe. Okay.
Than the air conditioner. Paayos mo na the aircon mo.
Yeah.
So, yun yung mga usap-usapan. Okay, so, there are other things that we can learn from this experience, As in anything, parang this is everybody's topic of conversation kasi it's happening in our midst. And it also reminds us that most of the time, we do not have control of what's gonna happen. Diba?
Yeah.
So, syempre, the FQ mom in me likens it also to emergencies that may happen in our life.
Yeah.
So, preparedness is really the key. And you just have to prepare for things like this na kung bawa, nagkaroon ka ng emergency, ganun. So, sana meron ka ng emergency fund stashed away already.
Yeah.
So, I hope that we learn from all of these things that are happening around us. Be prepared, do not panic, and maybe remind them that this too shall pass.
Yes. All right. So we want to wish everybody again all the safety and preparedness.
At magdasal tayo, no?
Yes. And hopefully there's no more flago up.
Oo nga Sana wag lang mag-typhoon.
Yeah.
Kagaya na nangyari sa Pinatubo, no?
All right. That's it from the past. All right. So thanks again for listening to this episode of Mom and Son Podcast.
This has been Rose Fausto, the mom, also known as FQ Mom.
And Anton Fausto, the son. Stay safe, guys. Bye.
Bye.
The Mom and Son podcast airs every Tuesday, 7 a.m. and can be streamed on Spotify, Apple iTunes, Google Podcasts, Buzzsprout.com, and YouTube. Just search Mom and Son podcast for your weekly dose of family, finance, passions, and everything in between. Leave a comment so other listeners may find this podcast. If you have any questions or suggested topics, email us at antonfausto@gmail.com.